Okay, here we are again. Well, we're still in Kimmeridge. We decided after getting here yesterday afternoon, we had a bit of a meltdown. Realised we were actually quite exhausted. I think it had been probably lack of food and I don't know really. Lack of food and just exhausted. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a kind of seems like a cop out, but that's what it was. So we walked. I had something to eat in the village and walked up to this little campsite called
Steepleys.
Really remembers. Steepleys, right. So we're up at Steepleys and here you are. It's near the firing ranges still. See our little tent over in the corner there? You'll be able to just see it. Anyway, so basic, very basic campsite. Compost toilets, hot showers though, so we've kind of haven't done a lot really apart from having a shower. Moved our tent to kind of keep out the bad weather, which we were expecting, but we haven't really had. It's been pretty kind of just a little bit showery. So that was one of the reasons for stopping, because it was yellow weather warnings from the Met Office. So we are now walking back into Kimmeridge to the restaurant we had food yesterday called the Clavell. Anyway, we'll find out later. We had a good meal there yesterday, so we're going to go in, have another meal, then we can have an early night, fresh as daisies tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ready to start again and plod on towards Swanage.
Yeah.
And then to Studland, and then our destination of South Haven. Is it South Haven Point or South Haven?
It's South Haven Point.
The end of the coast path. So yeah, so it's been it's all of a sudden crept up on us. We're getting to the end.
I know.
It's a bit weird really. It's been a long time planning, and every day you plan you're going to do something. You're kind of planning the route, planning where you're stopping, planning food, and now it's like, ooh, a bit of an adjustment. But anyway, enough of me waffling. Let's get to the let's try and find our way to this pub restaurant
Called
the whatever it was.
Oh, I don't think you should ever be an official of
I
any,
don't think
especially road maps.
No, don't get me on anything like that.
Place names.
Reading weather forecasts.
No.
Place names now.
Imagine on the news you'd be going, this place up here.
Next to
by thingamajig.
Okay. Good morning. Well, I didn't film anything when we got to the restaurant because we were in a bit of a rush. I think we were the last ones to order food. So we had a nice bit of food, come back here, read for a while. I edited another video for YouTube, and that's it. So we're going to pack up in a minute, walk back down to Kimmeridge, and then pick up the path from Kimmeridge Bay. But yeah, not a bad morning. It's a little bit overcast, a little bit cloudy, sun's just peeking through. Had a load of rain in the night, but no leaks. So that's it. We're having the morning cup of tea. Well, I am Julie's having coffee, and we'll be on our way. And maybe we'll take some film of the Kimmeridge village, which is really pretty. Hopefully the sun will be shining. Okay, we've had a cup of tea. Time to pack up the tent. Enjoy the view. You'll see how fast we do this. not exactly super quick at packing away. I think it probably takes us about 20 minutes to pack our bags and put the tent down. Probably took me 10 minutes to put the Cornish flag on the blinking bag. Still, you've got to fly the colours, haven't you? Oh, we were the only ones, apart from one tent left on the campsite. Here we are. Oh, there we go. That's better. Haha. Yeah, last one's on the campsite, bar one. £8 a night each. Ooh, a little bit steep for us, but showers were hot. Right, let's get ourselves into Kimberley. No, it's not Kimberley. Kimmeridge.
I'd like to see a map of where you've been on this trip, drawn in your own hands, with all the place names.
All right, okay, well, we've been walking for it's a good half an hour now from the campsite, and that's the problem sometimes when you use a campsite. It takes you inland. You can see the sea down there. That's where we were the day before yesterday, and the campsite's way up, maybe nearly 2 miles back inland. So we're just coming into Kimmeridge now, which is the village, and then I think it's probably another half a mile down to the coast path, and then, like I say, our campsite was kind of half an hour walk back in that direction. Disadvantage and advantage of having campsites rather than wild camps. Just coming down into the village now. Very nice. Clavell's restaurant where we ate last night, or after 2 pints, known as Clavicles, because I couldn't remember the name. But good food. Look at these places. I think probably favourite houses, cottages have got to be in Dorset, haven't they? They're lovely. Look at the roses in this one. Well, what do you think of Kimmeridge?
Very pretty. I think it's the prettiest village I've seen for a little while, isn't it?
Yeah, and I would say very pretty, lots of thatched cottages, but it's just lacking like amenities. Like if you're staying in that campsite where we were, basic campsite, but there's no shops, not any shops unless you drive into Swanage. No pubs. There you've got the Clavicles, but that's it. There's nothing else here. So, but worth a visit. It's definitely worth a visit. Okay, I reckon we can go down this footpath.
Yeah.
Here we go then. Down to the bay we go.
Like to go see the little sheltered spaces where you could wild camp by a stream and stuff like that here.
No. More, yeah, definitely more people. And if you look at this behind, just notice this on the footpath. Tree came down in the night and it's taken the power cables down. So we're keeping well away. But no, well, they might be still intact, but I mean, it rained in the night, but I don't think we didn't seem to be that windy. Right, we can cut across now, watching these crops behind us or in front of us. Oh, shame really now, got wet legs. You're doing a fine job. All right, we're got down to Kimmeridge Bay. Yesterday there was a food cafe wagon, whatever you want to call it. Not here today. We were hoping to get some cake for our little journey. Plus we haven't had a lot yet, so we're heading up towards the tower behind us, if you can see it, on the hill, and we'll have to have a packet of crisps or something. Bit of a climb up to this tower. Ooh. Oh, at the top now, just by the tower. Fine view back across to Portland Bill, right in the far distance. And the ranges, the firing ranges where we've just walked the day before yesterday. You can hear it now. Obviously the ranges are now closed, so you can't walk through that section. You can hear the machine gun or tank fire or whatever it was. Yeah, just hear it in the distance. Okay, let's go and see what this tower is all about. Oh, it'll be scary. Oh, just saying, we're glad we're out of that firing range, aren't we? It must be so, it's loud enough here. It must be so scary. Oh, the tower behind us, I did read up about it, and Julie read up about it. The only thing I can remember is that it had to be recited, deconstructed. Yeah. Deconstructed, reconstructed and brought inland because it was too close to the cliffs.
So it's a bit dodged though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we think it's there's people in there. I think it's you can hire it. You can stay, obviously, stay the night or vacate or whatever you want to call it. Looks lovely though. Very interesting. Look at those tanks. Oh my god. Put your tin hat on. Okay, just had some breakfast kind of, but just crisps. But look at that sea below, how clear is that? Oh, crystal. Yeah, could swim in that quite easily. But look at this down below, if you see this landslide. So I'm going to get out of here. Blimey. Julie's having trouble with her laces this morning. Oh, there's a bench up there. We've just been talking about potential landslides, and the ground's cracking really bad all the way along this bit of the coast. And we were saying there's no benches. We've probably realised that they don't put any benches there because they keep falling in the sea. That's the first bench we've seen in about 2 hours. Right up in the middle of the field. Oh, quick, she's gone. Catch up, Ian. Right, that was the first of one of the hills. I think we've got a big one coming up called Mange Tout. Hans Tout or Hans Tout. Hounds of the Baskerville. Hoons Toot. Hoots Moots. There's a moose loose. Or in the hoose. No, we're not sure where it is. It's over there somewhere. I think it might be that in front.
It's a big one somewhere.
It's a big one somewhere. Okay, well, here's the start of the climb up to the top of that hill. So, I don't think I'll be filming anything on the way up. I might film something when we're on the top. So, let's see how it goes. It can't be any worse than Golden Cap. I wasn't going to film climbing up here, but I looked behind and there was a nice view. A nice little beach. Oh. It can't be that steep. Oh, but it is. There we are. Ooh. Nearly there. Ooh, nearly at the top. Ah, dear. Oh. Well, there's a nice bench here that Michael's left for us. Oh, Michael Bryn. And we're gonna plonk ourselves down on it. Why? Because I've worth it. That's why I've worth it. Oh, thank you, Michael. Oh, there you are. Sorry. There's Michael behind you. Look. Yeah, don't know if you can see it in the centre of the shot. It's the tower we walked by about 2.5 hours ago. A little bit of mist rolling in, but so far so good. It's been a lovely day. Forecast was a bit hit and miss, but sometimes you just got to roll with it. It turned out really nice. That place is called Chapman's Pool. Just round here in the field. Look at this. Little pheasant. Yeah, here he is. Look at these steps behind. We just took about 20 minutes coming down these steps, and look at the landslide. Oh my god.
Hi.
Hiya. Oh. That's the steepest steps we've come across. Well, longest for that set. Looking back again, up at the steps there. Looks like something out of a like a roller coaster or something, doesn't it? Okay, well, we've took an unofficial path on the coast path which says it's closed, and we're taking a gamble because it might not be impassable, but we won't know until we get there. But we can see plenty of evidence of people who've walked here over the last few days because the grass is all flattened, so we shall see. So far it's just been muddy. Well, my detour didn't detour as planned. I was hoping it would take us to the little cove, but it didn't. Cut off a bit of the coast path to make it a little bit shorter. because it was sending you, new coast path would send you up a ridge. Oh my god, it's like the bloody M1 here. What's going on here? Oh look. Yeah. There's some people got no manners, have they, Julie? Anyway, I think we're back on track now. We're going to stop in a minute and have our lunch, which is an egg. Might even find some sauce.
We can actually call that our dinner or our breakfast.
Oh, we could do. Hey, here we go. We're back on track. The detour, unfortunately, took us from the base of the steps that we climbed down just now, and it would have took you straight up over the top of the ridge and back down through a valley and then up through here. And we took a little detour, which wasn't too bad. We come down through here thinking we could still get across this valley and then up that track, but it's still been a good half an hour and we're starving now. Now we are definitely going to stop and have egg. Julie, get the eggs out. Okay, this is the spot then. Well, we've had our egg and some peanut butter, and we're cutting inland now to a place called, oh god, what was it called? Worth Matravers. Worth Matravers or Travers, to a small pub called the
Square and Compass.
Oh, hang on, she's getting cocky now. Square and Compass, where all they sell is pasties.
And pies.
And pies, yeah. So we thought we'd pick up a couple of pasties. It's a mouthful. Maybe have a beer and a squash, and then walk back the same route, which is through the cornfields, barley fields, and pick up the coast path, walk back along it, and then cut back into Langton Matravers. This is the plan so far. But we'll see how it goes. Once we get to the pub, it might all go pear-shaped. So anyway, we shall see. Oh, what a lovely stop. Pasties, had a pasty each and a couple of pints of real natural cider. Real natural cider? Oh my god. Anyway, there's the name of the pub. It's called the Star and Square. No, Square and Compass. Yeah, lovely. Well, really, really nice spot. Yeah, anyway, Square and Compass. Ah, what a lovely place. It's unfortunate really because it's turned out really nice. We were supposed to be meeting the in-laws and outlaws, but they cried off because of the weather, which is a shame really, because it turned out really sunny.
Yeah.
And
really good walk.
it was a nice walk here, and now we're heading back out onto the coastal path. All right, hi. And we can now, head out through the village to the coastal path, and we've got a campsite lined up just in case. I'll swing the camera around. This is such a lovely village. Look at this. It is so nice. Look. Oh. Beautiful. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I got this. I liked it so much I thought I'd buy another one. Now I'm just gonna take some random shots as we walk back through the village because it's so picturesque. Right, we're back on track. We got lost coming out the village. Too many pints of squiffy juice. No, we just walked down the right path and all of a sudden we were like, God, where are we? Anyway, we're back on it now. Heading back to where we left off just before dinner.
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago. It was a nice 3 hours spent there. Alright, okay. Here we go. We're back on terra firma, as they say.
When Nigel Strawberry told us to go.
Yeah, Nigel Strawberry, the intrepid explorer, told us to go. Anyway, different way. So we've gone to the pub. And now we're back on the coast path. Late afternoon, no particular rush. See what happens. We know there's a campsite that we can get to about 4 miles. Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Or if we find anywhere nicer, we can stay there, but we shall see how it goes. We've got a home anyway.
Provisions.
We've got provisions and everything's hunky-dory. Sun's shining, lovely views. Yeah. Well, we just came across this memorial on the cliff path to the Royal Marines. It's a lovely little garden of rest with a nice little table to stop and have a picnic. Really lovely. It's just like a little walled compound. Yeah, it's really nice. And look at the view from here. Back along the coastline, that's where we've just walked from, obviously. Portland Bill on the far left. Chapman's Pool down on the right. That's such a nice spot. I'll just turn around and show you. Here we are, just on the edge of the coast path. Really beautiful spot. Well, we thought the steps and the climbs were over, and then we've just seen these, so we're not looking forward to these in front. Should pay more attention to the guidebook. What do they use that for down there? Yeah. Look, just come across these on the coast path, but they're right on the edge. They're blocking the coast path. We can't get through them. It's so narrow. So we've jumped over the fence, although we shouldn't, because we just can't get through them. They're just blocking. You can see how close that cow down there, look, is right on the edge. So we thought best to come and give them a bit of space, because they were getting a bit tetchy, and we couldn't drive them anywhere. We were kind of like stuck really. So we've come in into their field, and then we can climb back through in a minute. But it's getting a bit scary really, because they were we were stuck in the middle of them.
Can't help you.
Like God knows how they've got out on the coast path. So you'll have a look in a minute. You can see literally, look, that's how close they are to the edge, and we'd have had to drive them right the way round that corner and along. So I think we're doing the right thing. So if we get shot by the farmer, I'll let you know why. It'll all be on film. Okay, there's a lone one up there. Oh God, tripping over. Okay, we're back on the footpath. You might be able to just see the cows behind me, and we can't work out how they've got onto this narrow stretch of the coast path, but there was no way we could get through them. I think if we'd have forced our way through, it was so narrow, they were getting really agitated. Either we would have gone over the coast path, or one of those would have gone over. So best to kind of cut into the field. We tried to phone the pub, see if we leave a message with them, maybe they could get hold of the farmer, but perhaps along here we'll try again. But they've definitely been all the way along here, and this is quite narrow, you know. It's like, it's not as narrow as it was back there, but there's no way you can pass them. I think they definitely shouldn't have been out on here. Yeah, that was a hare just going through. I see lots of hares. One just going through the field over there. Well, it looks like the weather's going to change. Well, the weather has changed. It's got very dark, big old rain clouds up there, a bit of thunder. But I don't know if you can see in the cliffs in front of us, loads and loads of caves. We're looking for a path that should veer off in a minute on the left hand side, which should go up to, I think it was Langton Matravers. Yeah.